Okay, giant lizard falling off a 21.5 meter tall cliff. What time does it take to reach the ground? What is its velocity of impact? Okay, this poor lizard. This is just the ground too, this poor thing. So here's your giant lizard, right? All right, there's a giant lizard. Looks kind of like a dog, but there it is, right? Let's assume its initial velocity is 0, right? It falls. So falls is coded language for what its initial velocity is 0, right? Our displacement is negative 21.5, right? So it starts here, but it actually goes down 21.5, right? So whenever you start at the top of a cliff and go down, why it's going to be negative, right? And then our acceleration is negative 9.8, right? And then we just need to find this. This will be our velocity of impact. That'll be our time, right? Okay. So let's see. To find time, let's see what time. Let's find the time. Time is, I'm going to use this guy. X is VIT plus 1/2 AT squared, right? So negative 21.5 equals 0, right? Because the initial velocity is 0. 0 times anything, right, is 0, so it doesn't matter, right? Plus 1/2 negative 9.8 times t squared. Okay, that's a 9, right? Okay, so what is this? This is negative 21.5 equals, and then half of 9.8 is negative 4.9. T squared, right? Okay, so now here we go. So minus 21.5 divided by negative 4.9. That is 4 so now we get 4.3877 equals t squared, right? And now to get what t is, we got to square root that, right? So we take the square root of that, and that'll be t. Okay, so I'm going to raise that to the 0.5. You can also go second answer, second square root. I'm getting that our time is 2.0947 seconds, right? Now with 3 digits like they're giving here, here's 3, right? I guess this is sort of 9.80, right? With 3 digits, it's 2.09, right? That's our time. Seconds. Okay, final velocity, I will choose to use no t because, of course, I calculated t and it's rounded. Okay, so let's use that. Let's use this guy, VF squared plus 2ax, right? And then this is always, whenever you're solving for the final velocity, this is always really simple. We just take the square root of this, and that's the absolute value of v, right? So the absolute value of the final velocity is the square root of, this is so hard to draw straight lines like that, unless I use the shift key, okay, of 0 squared plus 2 times negative 9.8 times negative 21.5. Okay, disregard this. Okay, that's like a giant lizard turd. Okay, so notice that the 2 minuses make this positive. We don't end up with like an imaginary or unreal answer. Okay, so square root of 2 times 9.8 times 21.5. I didn't type either minus sign in. I'm kind of a rebel. 20.528, right? So the absolute value of v, so VF is equal to either positive 20.528 or, right, could be minus 20.528. Okay, so now what you have to decide is, is this thing going up or down? If it's going up, use that plus, or if it's going down, use the minus. We have to choose. We can't just write down the positive answer. I say that the giant lizard is moving down when it falls off a cliff, so I'm going to use minus, and I'm going to get all the points for this. Minus 20.5 meters per second, right? If I do that, right? If I do that, then I get the answer right. So just be careful. Whenever you use this formula, you have to choose positive or negative. What makes sense? Look at the picture.